Well, good evening everybody. Hope everybody's well. Um, just thought I'd give a bit of an update and explain the absence of videos, and also talk about a bit of a fleet update. Absence of videos, when you run a company that's got people on furlough and I'm not able to bring them back yet, I'm doing stupid hours, so not able to provide the content that I have been over the last few weeks, so I do apologise for that. Yeah, say working, 55, 60, 70 hours a week. It's yeah, it's incredibly taxing. And also I've got a conservatory at the back there where the garage is. It's got a flat roof on it, and a couple of weeks ago it did decide to spring a massive leak and half the ceiling fall in, so we've been fixing the flat roof over the last few weekends, so I don't have a flooded kitchen. And so that's where we are on that. I do apologise, and normal service will be resuming hopefully over the next couple of weeks, but I thought I'd just update you with a few movements that have occurred over the last few weeks. As you'll notice, the Alpha isn't here. That's at my good friend's house, having a bit of a rest whilst I've been running around in his BMW 325ci, which is very nice. And I've just MOT'd this today. Rear springs changed and various other bits and bobs with a full service, so it's been nice to run around in this for a bit. And I'm going to run around in it for the next couple of weeks, because as you can see, there's a Rover appeared, and a very, very tidy one. This has replaced my Vauxhall Amiga, and I missed the Amiga, but I fancied a change, and a good friend of mine's purchased the Amiga, and it's gone to a good home. He's going to do the bits and bobs on it that it needs, and yeah, best of luck with it, Jamie, if you're watching, and always here for help. But anyway, this is the Amiga's replacement. It is a very, very tidy Rover 620 SLI from 1995. I bought it extremely cheaply. It does need a few little bits and bobs doing on it, which I'm slowly in the process of doing. I'm currently waiting for the logbook to turn up, because I bought the car without a logbook, but I do know the guy who I bought the car off, so I know everything's okay. But due to the outbreak of coronavirus, the DVLA have a bit of a backlog, and for want of a better word, they're running on a skeleton staff. So I've applied for the new logbook and sent the check away, as you do. So I'm just waiting for the logbook to arrive so I can actually tax it and start using it. It's no great shakes, because like I said, the car does need a few bits and bobs doing on it, and it's given me the chance while the vehicle's off the road to get the items done. Now, I have put another set of wheels on the car, which have been donated by my best friend Mick. They're actually for a Rover 800, and they do suit the car. I've put 4 new tyres on. One of them has actually leaked around the rim, so that's back at the workshop at the minute. It works until I get a chance, probably Monday, to reseal it. So one of the old skanky wheels is back on for the time being. We have done, yet again with the help of Mick, a complete bodywork mop with new polish. I've put a load of polish on it and T-cut, because it has had the rear arches done. They haven't been done particularly well, but it's better than what they were before, having seen the car, because they were quite rusty. So it's had the quarters painted, it's had the bonnet painted, and the front bumper. So that's looking alright. We do have, that's the only mark on the car there, is that little one there, and that little dent there, but I'm not too fussed about it because it was a cheap car at the end of the day. So let's have a look at the interior. It's all of the beige. Everything is all of the beige. The roof rack Roy's gone to sleep for the night. So yeah, I'll have a look inside. It is a manual car, full of all the electric windows work, which is rare for one of these because the driver's side windows forever come off of the runners on these. I remember fixing them years ago, and back in the day when I used to have a 620 Ti. So that's a benefit. And give you a bit of a wider view. So shampooed the seats, mopped all the carpet, etc, etc. That's all looking nice in there. And even the wood's in all nice condition. Original radio, sadly, which doesn't work, but I am getting another radio for it. Massive stack of service history to back up its 76,000 miles. So the jobs that need to be done: front disc and pads. They are quite worn, so that's on the to-do list. But one of the major things that's actually wrong with it, if you let me just open the bonnet, and before you say head gasket, it's not, because it's got a Honda S series engine in it. Let me just prop the bonnet with my lid, my head, so you can drop that in there. So I've done quite a bit of detailing work under here just to make it look a bit more presentable, because I do like my cars to look as they left the showroom. One of the major issues with it is the brake master cylinder has failed on it, and trying to get a replacement is proving difficult. So there's one or two options that I'm actually going to do. Is I can get a right hand drive master cylinder from Italy, and it's about £300. But I have spoken to a company in Italy, but they're not willing to ship due to the coronavirus outbreak, which is understandable, because they apparently will have to quarantine the item for it to leave the country. Then the company will then have to quarantine it again when it arrives in the UK. So it's going to be about 3 months before I can get a master cylinder for it. So that one at the moment is technically out. There is, I have bought a rebuild kit for it, which I'm currently waiting to arrive from eBay, which is the second best option, providing that the actual barrel of the master cylinder isn't corroded inside, because you'll be fighting a losing battle. Or the third option is for me to buy, which I can get out of this country, is weirdly a left-hand drive cylinder, a master cylinder, which will involve me having to completely repipe the two union feeds over here over to this side, which is a bit tight, but it is doable. So that's option 3. So that's where we are at the minute. I have fitted a new air filter. I've got a fuel filter to fit down there, which I might film. I've got to replace all of the belts, so I will film those for you, and obviously a service, which, you know, spark plugs and oil, engine oil filter, etc, etc. So that's where we are with that at the minute. As I say, the spare wheels on there at the minute. I'm going to repair that or refit that tyre. The car has had a full exhaust system fitted, and I will be honest, the day I purchased the car, I reversed it straight into a post, hitting the left hand side tailpipe there, and it shoved the exhaust system forward and broke one of the joints, so it does have a little bit of a blow on it. So when it's on the road, I can take it up to my yard and remove the exhaust system and completely refit it with some new seals and rubbers. It has broke a couple of rubbers as well, just because I'm a bit of a doofus. So that's where we are with that at the minute. I just hope everybody likes it. I'm actually quite looking forward to driving it, and I know one particular person whose name is Joseph, who's going to absolutely explode when he sees this car, because I didn't think it was as good as what it was, but condition wise it is absolutely perfect. There's no rust as such on it. I say it has had the rear arches repaired. They've not been done very well, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be a daily car that's going to you know, I'm going to enjoy driving it, and it'll stay on the fleet for a bit, and then maybe look at getting something else, but you never know. So we'll have a quick look on the inside, see what's going on. Yes. So 78,000 miles from new, got a lot of service history with it. Okay, everything works. Let's have a quick look under the bonnet. And just to demonstrate, the windows do work perfectly. Very quiet as well. Does have a little scuff on the front bumper there, and that piece of trim is missing. Some good friends of mine own a 3D printer, and we're going to measure that up and 3D print a new panel for it, which will be cool. So yeah, that's the Honda engine. It's in very nice condition, quite quiet. I suppose it'll run better when it's had a good service, etc., because it hasn't done many miles over the last couple of years. In fact, it's probably done about 1,000 in 3 years. And it was an elderly guy who had it, and until my friend bought it, it was a one-owner car, so we're pretty much there. So yes, dent caused by me, crease in the bumper caused by me, bent exhaust caused by me, but never mind. So there we go. I'll keep you updated with videos, etc, etc. Like I say, I do apologise, I've been extremely busy, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you feel the need, and drop me some comments and criticisms in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. And I may do a couple of videos tomorrow, because I do have an empty day tomorrow, so I might change the belts on it tomorrow and record it for you. Thanks very much, guys.